can we use our credit card to go for Hajj, and when we come back, so we will pay it off on that? Thank you. All right. So that's a good question. Noted, leave it. Then we will leave the answer of that to Imam himself. We leave that to Imam, inshallah. We have Abdullah and we have Imam Mohammed. Okay. See, so he said hadith, he said, Inna Allah tayyib, Allah is pure. And then he only accepts that which is pure. So, which means that, taking a credit, that is to be questioned. Especially taking a credit with interest, with the riba, that again is another one. When I say taking a credit, let's put it this way. I have my house, I fix it, I want to sell it. I want to sell it, I know it's a nice house, maybe I can easily sell it for 120K. However, the Hajj is just a week from now. And if I miss this chance, then next year, well, based upon my calculation, okay, I can say, Musa, would you mind give me 10K, inshallah, I have my house. Then, we're working on it, and everything should, finalize a month from now or two. Then the minute I sell it, I'll give you the money. So it's like you have money, but you just didn't cash it out yet. Can you take that credit to go for Hajj? That's one thing. But can you use your credit card, and which is taken from a bank, and we all know when we talk about credit card, what it comes with it, right? It comes with conditions, the interest. I'm just saying interest, but it's not a correct,
riba.
The riba, it comes with the riba. So Allah said, He's tayyib, He's pure, and He doesn't accept anything that is not pure. And so that money is not clean money, and definitely no. But the second type, like, okay, Musa, I have money, I just didn't get it yet. But if I have to wait to get that, the Hajj time will be out. So can I hold 10K from you? So that one, I don't know if that's acceptable or not. You'll have to help me with that, inshallah.
The question is, if you have debt, you can perform the Hajj. إذا كان عندك دين.
Oh, if you are in debt, can you go for Hajj? Okay, so we'll leave that to you all. Okay, can you go for Hajj if you are in debt or not?
يعني تنظر للدين هل ممكن أن تؤدي بعد الحج يعني.
Okay, all right. So he said that you look at it just like basically what I said. It's kind of a debt, but in reality, it's a technical. It's not a debt, right? I have something I want to sell it, and I know, inshallah, I can sell it. It's right there. And to be honest with you, when I was going for Hajj for the first time, I didn't have money. It was something like that. I took some money from someone. Okay, I said, okay, before I miss the chance, I have a 4, but I know I will have like just 800 is missing, and if I have to wait, I'll miss this year, and then the next year my plan is to go home, all right? Because this happened to many of us. I was here for 8 years, and then once I was able to travel, I said, okay, I'll go for Hajj first before I go home, because going home is just something I want to do it. But if I didn't do it, Allah is not going to ask me, Usman, why you was in America when you were able to travel, you didn't go see Africa. He won't ask me that. But if I put that money in a ticket and go have a good time there and come back and I happen to die, he will ask me, you had the money to go for Hajj, why you didn't go? So I said to myself, okay, this money I'll take it and go for Hajj first. Then after that, once I get another money, I'll go. So it wasn't completed. And I told someone, okay, can I get this? Maybe, when I come back, I'll pay you. And then they gave it to me. So now I don't know if that Hajj was okay or not. You will have to tell me, inshallah. But credit card, definitely no. Credit card is not. And sometimes the people who ask us something, there are some kind of credit card, we should pay it on time. Then
Zero APR.
How you call that?
Zero APR.
Or even that still. Is not acceptable, and the fact that you agreed on, if you miss it, then the payment days or whatever, if you miss it, they'll add riba on it. Just that condition is what makes it hard. So if you can find a brother or a sister who will be willing to give you that money, your Hajj is acceptable. But you don't have to do that But if you say you want to do it for technical, let's say, okay, Hajj time is here, I don't have money, I just don't have money. I don't have to kill myself. Allah will not hold you accountable. Right? Although you have that house, you didn't sell it yet, He will not hold you accountable because you just don't have money in your hand. But if you said, okay, I know, but this is a chance, this is an opportunity, I want to use this. If you go for Hajj, yes, your Hajj is acceptable. I don't know if this part, I made it clear or not, but definitely credit card, no. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's messenger told us that Inna Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiba. Allah is pure and He takes nothing except that which is pure. So, al-istita'a, Allah said, liman istata'a ilayhi sabila. Going for Hajj is obligatory if you can afford to do, physically and financially. Now, when it comes down to the woman, and then if you have all these conditions met, however, that is additional. If you have a mahram to go with it, husband, father, just a male relative that is close to you through either marriage or blood, yes. If not, then the Hajj is not obligatory upon you because you have one important condition which is missing. The one to travel with it. Of course, people say if you are with the group of women and all that, but to be safe, the Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a woman should not travel if she doesn't have a mahram. And one Sahaba got up and said, oh Prophet, I have already signed up my name on the list of those that will go fi sabilillah to fight. And my wife went for Hajj. The Prophet said, okay, forget about that, join your wife, or else, no. So the man left and go with his wife. So that means woman going by herself without mahram is not acceptable. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the best. Now when all those conditions are met, you are healthy, you have money, and then you must go to Hajj right away. Al-Hajj yajibu ala al-fawr. You cannot delay it, you cannot procrastinate the Hajj. If you can go this year, you push it up to next year after that. Though you may go for Hajj, but all those years that you procrastinate, you are accumulating sins. Yeah.
Imam, what about those people who been to Hajj once and then they have money, but every year they take 2-3 people to Hajj? And why they can give that to people, even sometimes those people they take and they need it. They need it. Like they're poor and they need money. So, but you prefer just to buy the ticket and take them to the Hajj. What is more rewarding to give them that money just to say, okay, here is money, feed your family, and do whatever you do with it, rather than to take these people to Hajj? What is more rewarding?
Do you want to help me? I need help sometimes.
وجوه الخير عديدة.
Huh?
وجوه الخير كثيرة يعني.
Okay. I need help with that. Jazakallah khair. So, some people do it. To be honest, is just this is what we call prioritizing the things and understanding your deen properly. I do have a friend, honestly speaking. They come to me, they ask me, well, Imam, I want to go for Hajj. I really need your help. I said, okay, I'll be honest with you. I know your condition, I know your situation. Hajj is like about 8,000, right? I can ask people to help you, but I'll feel more comfortable to get half of it. 4,000, give it to work. Feed yourself, feed your family. Right? If your money happen to reach the level that it can take you to Hajj, then you go for Hajj. Right now, Hajj is not obligatory upon you. What you're doing now is haram. You're begging. Begging is haram. You beg only when it's necessary for you to eat or things in that nature. But for you to go for Hajj, Allah said, "Man istata'a ilaykum sabila," if you can. And you cannot, Allah will not ask you for it. So you are going extra mileage. And sometimes I have to convince them, I have to argue with them, I have to, and guess what? I gave half of it to my friend, and when I come back, they told me that he married a new wife. I said, oh my God. I said, that was a good Hajj. Anyway, so that was a lady who gave money to her husband to go for Hajj, and then the husband got married. And they called me for it. to talk about that. I say, really, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm just saying that not to deviate from his point, but honestly speaking, I will feel more comfortable to give you Hajj money to start a business than to give it to you to go for Hajj, unless you are working. Because mind you, brother, sometimes you didn't go for Hajj, but you will get the reward of Hajj. Many people are going, you are more rewarded than them. Because the money is not clean, because of the intention is not, and then you want to do, Allah know from the bottom of your heart that if you are capable of doing it, you will do it. By Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for it. Right? It's like that. So there is a saying, I don't know how authentic it may be, but I will quote it, lil istinas. Imam Ghazali rahimahullah, he mentioned this in his book. He called al-maghrurun, the people that are deceiving themselves. Very important portion of his book. If you can read it, you will see the part that you are deceiving yourself. And I benefit greatly from that part of it. We all, we do things, we think we are doing the right thing while we are just cutting corners. And he said the men come to Bishr al-Hafi and say to him, I want to go for Hajj. Please advise me. And Bishr tells him, okay, why are you heading out for this Hajj? Are you going for Hajj for self-fulfillment? To get, Hajj 3 times, Hajj 4 times? All right, they will do it. Somebody will say, man, I'm Hajj 5 times. All right, I'm Hajj 6. All right. So he asked him, Ishtiyaqan, or you miss the house of Allah, you want to go pay visit to it? Or ta'abbudan, or you are looking for reward? The man said, I am looking for a reward. He said, Tayyib, if you are looking for reward, I tell you, take that money that you set aside for Hajj. Go into this same very city, I know. I can give you the name if you want. If you don't want, go ahead. We have 10 head of families in this city. They can barely get something to eat for themselves, moreover, to feed their family with it. Go ahead and divide that money in between those people or amongst those people, and go ahead and sit in your house in a comfort area of your couch, and then you will get the reward of Hajj. The man said, I can't do it. I prefer going for Hajj. He said, okay. So that's it. Now you're not looking for reward. You are looking for self-fulfillment. Otherwise, if you are looking for reward, and I direct you to something which is more rewarding than what you are out to do, you refuse it, that tells you you are covering up. You are deceiving yourself that you are going for reward, but in reality it's not a reward. Because if you are seeking for reward, this is easier and more rewarding. You rejected that, then what? I'll tell you. The ibadat, the act of worship, are of 2 categories. One is called al-muta'addi, and the other one is al-lazim. Like, one, you are the only one to benefit from it. The one who is actually doing it. You are the only one to benefit from it. That's one category. That's one set of ibadah. The second category is that you will benefit, and also the benefit touches others, spread around. Can you give me an example of that, if you want me to know that you understand what I'm talking about, the concept? Salat. Right. Saum, fasting. Even Hajj. If I am praying, who will benefit from my salat? Is it me? It's just me. If I'm fasting, who will benefit from it? It's just me. Likewise, if I go for Hajj, who gets to benefit from it? I'm the one who's going to get the Hajj number 3 or 2 or 4. Nobody else get it. So these are called the lazim. Nobody else get the reward of it except you. But the second category is there, which is like a sadaqat, giving the charity. I will benefit from it. Why? Because it cleans my wealth, it cleans my heart, and then I'm providing someone with the means to eat, means to feed his family, means to pay the prescription for his son or his daughter, and things of that nature. 9 out of 10, this second category is more rewarding. Remember, the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you give a date to a fasting person, then what's the reward of it? To break his fast. What is the reward of it? You will get the 10, 12 hours of the thirst and the hunger that he happened to be rewarded for it. You get it. Do you get on it? And the Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who takes care of an orphans is like, the person will be like this with me in Jannah. And the one who go for Umrah in Ramadan is like Hajj. It's like Hajj, right? But the one who take care of the orphans will be. Why do we go for Hajj?
To go to Jannah.
To go to Jannah. And then the shortcut, the Prophet says, if you take care of the orphan, you won't just go to Jannah, but you will be in Jannatul Firdaus. You will be this close, this much close with me. So he's giving me a shortcut. For me to spend 6,000 on Hajj after I've made it, or that which is obligatory, I will take that 6,000 and sponsor an orphan for 10 years. 10 years. Because nowadays $600 a year, $50 a month, he can study. He can start from the grade 1 up to 10. And you change his whole life or her whole life. I feel much comfortable to give that 6,000 to sponsor an orphan more than going for Hajj. Mind you, the Hajj that is obligatory, you did that already. So before I can send someone for Hajj, then I'll give you that money to make a business out of it, to feed your family. And Bishop Hafi said to the guy, you said you are looking for reward. That is not true. If you are looking for reward, this is more rewarding than that. Now, again, who said this? Who said it? Abu Hamid al-Ghazali. He said it in his book, Al-Ihya, and you can go